Panthers coming up on EA Sports. Getting ready now for a pivotal Week 16 matchup.
Looming over one team's head today, a losing streak that now stands at 5.
Jim, when you have a 5-game losing streak, you're doing a lot of things wrong in the league, especially when you're a good football team. You're turning the football over. But I think the biggest thing is players are just not doing their job. They're freelancing, and when you do that, especially on the defensive side, you give up those big plays. That, to me, is the biggest reason why they have a 5-game losing streak.
The Saints with a nickel look here on defense. First down at the 32. Newton's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
Well, we just don't talk about it enough. He is so good, has such quick feet, and then when he gets outside, if you make him run, he will. And a good job there picking up some extra yards.
First down at the 46. He'll pick up 7 this time. That's a nice, powerful statement as they establish the run at the beginning of this game.
Jim, you're right. I'm going to give the offense a little credit here, but, you know, somewhere, I don't know, maybe the defense is going to have to put some weights in their pockets. You got to hang in there and make the tackle.
And now Newton's going to take off. That pass was hurried. And with that, let's take a look at the Panthers offense, starting with the offensive line. They're right up there in the top 5 when it comes to running the football, and that's not a surprise to anyone. Third down and 3. The ball is caught by Kelvin Benjamin. First down at the 36. He's tackled right at the 36. And now here's the Saints defensive lineup. They have found the way this year to be one of the best in the league against the pass and find themselves right now in the top 10 in that category. The Saints defense now is going to go nickel. Newton's on the move. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Newton's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
The Panthers have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. Let's see how they back up the big play here. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
That time, the man-to-man coverage won. The quarterback had to make a perfect throw. He didn't. Incomplete pass.
The Saints come out in a dime package.
And a flag is down.
The defense, a little jumpy right there. Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8. But then lost it on the hit.
Benjamin's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Just when you thought the offense was going to march down and score, look who awakens. The defense makes the play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense that time. They got the speed on their side. They use it, and they stop the offense that time on the 3rd down.
The kick is good, and they take the lead with this field goal in the 1st.
Yeah, good job there by the offense, driving down the field. And anytime you get points early in the game, that is a confidence boost for your football team.
And he's across the 10, and that's about it. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. First down at the 15. And Cobb can't hold on that time. Here's a look at the Saints offense. They will be expecting far greater efficiency today. A week ago, they turned it over on 3 occasions. The Panthers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
That's a gain of 6.
The Saints do a really good job this time on offense. The quarterback throws the ball short. They pick up a few yards, and now it makes third down much easier.
Garoppolo standing back in the shotgun ready for the snap. It's caught by Cooks. This defense in the early going looks like a mighty feisty bunch here today, Phil.
Well, I think they thought coming into today's game, by us talking to the coaches, they thought their defense was going to play well, and that was a good series that time by them.
And this will bounce into the end zone for a touchback. First down at the 20. Flip to the outside. He's tackled right at the 31.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Panthers snap it at the 31. The Panthers get a first down.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Handoff. He's got some daylight. That's a gain of 7.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Second and 3. Another carry here. He's brought down at the 30-yard line. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. First down and 10. Looking across the middle, and this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
Well, but there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers. There is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 30. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. It's third down coming up. Reaches out and snatches it. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short. Defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a fourth down. Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20, mark him down at the 19. The Saints offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely
unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
And now here's the Panthers defense. Their specialty, taking the football away, and they're right up there with the best of them. The Saints take it from the 23. Garoppolo's on the move. The Saints now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. Garoppolo's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. Knocked down as he fires it.
They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake. And intercepted. That brings the play to an end. Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive. The Panthers from the 32. Pass is intercepted.
They needed their defense to step up here before this game got out of control, and that's exactly what they do off the interception here as the second quarter approaches, Phil.
Good job by the defense. Terrible job by the quarterback. What was he thinking trying to make that throw?
Dropping back 3. Brandon Cooks makes the catch. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Look at that. The defensive line, everybody's shifting to the right.
And they're all over it for the sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Third and 13. Intercepted.
Late here in the first quarter, and an interception gives the ball back to the offense.
You know, I know it's early in the game, but they have a chance to change the game for the rest of the 3 quarters if they go out here and score. Put the other team under extreme pressure. That's what you want to do.
The Panthers offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. You're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. The Panthers snap it up at the 26. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
Well, you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field, play tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
We'll have one more play before the quarter expires.
We're back here to start the second quarter. And, partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there that first series or two and they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they have adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
Pass complete, but did not get them to first, so it's second down now. And now here's the toss. Could have been intercepted.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
The Panthers will set up. The 12 is the first down line. Newton's pass will go for an incompletion this time.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Everyone knows they were looking for 7 on that trip, but they add the field goal and have a nice little cushion here early in the second quarter, Phil.
I agree with what the coach did there that time. That was a good job. Get the 3 points and keep everything rolling your way and put doubt into your opponent's mind.
That return's good for about 26. The Saints offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Garoppolo lines up in the pistol.
The Panthers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Gets it out for the completion. Third down now.
Let's go.
Going for the deep ball. The ball is jarred loose.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Thomas Morstead will punt this one away. Stays on his feet. Still on his feet. And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. And a run back of about 13.
The Panthers put some points on the board on their previous possession, but it was just a field goal. They'll be looking to add some more right here.
Yeah, they will. And, listen, when you talk about touchdown drives, you have to kick a field goal. What does that mean? That means you failed on third down. Just not a good play on third down. They got to do better in that situation. If they do, that's going to lead to 7 points.
Catch made. No one's going to get him now. Touchdown! Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident. The team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
Cooks is going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3-and-out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3-and-out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting this back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
Let's go. The Saints will take the snap from the 25. It's intercepted.
Things don't appear to be getting any better for this offense here in the second quarter.
I'm going to say this to you. Don't get discouraged because the team you are playing, they are very good. So just keep working, get better, and your time will come.
They bring in the extra tight end.
Newton in shotgun formation.
Makes the reception. Tackle made by Bird that time.
The Panthers did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Trying to power his way right up the middle.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
Breaking huddle at the 5. First and goal.
Newton, handoff. Jackson's in on the tackle.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Second down coming up. The Saints lined up in the nickel. The Panthers, and they score again here to pad the lead.
Well, if you're in a hurry, this is the offense you want. My gosh, they got down the field and scored that touchdown, and they did it quickly with very few plays.
The Saints getting set to return the kickoff. Cooks is going to test the coverage here. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Saints are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
First down at the 24. Greg Olsen has the catch. Second down after that pass play. Ingram, solo back set. Over to Greg Olsen with the reception. And Kuechly in on the tackle. The Saints take it from the 43. Finds his mark. And picks up about 3. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now second down and 7. The give. He runs with it right up the gut.
Ingram's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Panthers official. The team is officially ruling him out for today's game with an upper body injury. Back to you.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. It's complete over to Brandon Cooks. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Let's just tell it like it is, Jim Nance. His receiver's not a very tough guy because he gets hit. It should have been a complete pass. When he gets hit, he just throws that football on the ground, and the pass is incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, the 32-yard line.
The Saints approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. The Saints from the 32.
He's hit as he throws it. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The Saints get set at the line, needing to get to the 22 for a first. Very nearly intercepted.
The Saints don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Saints from the 32. The Saints turn the ball over on downs.
You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers.
The Panthers offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
But it falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Newton's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. 2nd down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. The Panthers get a first down. Inside the 50. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 46. Has his man. Shakes off the tackle. Gains 17. When you look at the numbers to this point, right now it's all about the tight end, Phil.
It is. You know, it used to be you only double-team wide receivers to the outside of offensive formations. Now, these tight ends are so good, you have to double-team the guy inside. I suggest the defense start trying to do that.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. No stopping him now. That's a touchdown. Nearing the half, and this one is a laugher.
Oh, well, yeah, one team's pretty happy about it, but how about on the losing end of it? How would you feel like to be being blown out here right before halftime? It's a terrible feeling, and I don't know if you can regroup in the second half.
The Panthers getting ready to kick it away. Cooks is going to run this one out. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. Two tight ends on the field here. Here's the throw, and it's off the mark. After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. Ingram lines up in the backfield. And Ingram's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. Intercepted! Tackles made.
Phil, how about this performance by the defense in the first half and adding to all the acclaim with the interception before halftime?
Jim, we knew coming into the game today that they were good, and so far in this first half, they were great. What a performance.
They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive. The Saints go with the dime formation here on defense. And here's the toss. He's got a little bit of daylight here. They bring him to the turf. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
The Panthers' offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
First down at the 15. Jordan that time in on the tackle.
The Panthers have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Second down and 5. They call his name again. Should be what we call a gimme. And he puts it through for 3.
Coach's decision, this was easy. His field goal kicker is hot, so don't even hesitate. You send him out there, and what do you know? Another kick right down the middle.
Cooks is running this one out. Going to be a penalty here. And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block it.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Saints offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Buchanan's there to make the stop.
Ingram's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
After running it, it's second down. Complete to Greg Olsen. Olsen's met at the 30.
The Saints understand just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on third down, this is something they can handle.
The Saints need to get to the 34 for a first down. Has the reception all alone.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Garoppolo's completion percentage, 50% on the day. We'll go no huddle.
Get ready.
Garoppolo's got it in the gun. And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Jim, that pass ends up incomplete because the defender, he just jarred the football loose with that hit. Nice job. Get that shoulder into the receiver, knock that football out, and get it to the ground.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line.
The Saints need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. 3rd and 6. Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack. You had to figure that at least from a mental standpoint, they needed something out of this initial third quarter drive, but instead, it's more of the same of what we saw in the first half. They can't convert on third down.
Yeah, listen, Jim, I'm tired of talking about how bad they are on the offensive side and not getting it done. Let's talk about the defense. It's been outstanding, and they deserve everything they've done here today. They have played hard and smart.
The Panthers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half. Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
1st and 10. To the ground. Flag. The defense accepts the penalty.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
The Saints with a nickel look here on defense. Here's the handoff. Running room. And that's a gain of 13.
Well, when you're on the defensive side, if you read the offensive formation, where do they have the most numbers at? And that's usually where they're going to run the football. That time the offense goes to the strong side, gets outside, you should have an extra defender there waiting for him. Terrible job by the defense.
Slashes to the left side. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line.
Hard to get these plays nowadays in the NFL. Second and short, the defense sails out because they are expecting run. Well, it's a run that time by the offense and nowhere to go.
The Saints sat at the line. Dime package. 3rd and 3. Tosses the football. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Jackson's there to take him down.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. 2nd and 8. Outside now on the toss. Butler's the one who brings him to the ground. They came out here in the first half and established the run, and they haven't let up since halftime.
They haven't. We have a very good run offensive line out here today. We got a really good running back, and the coaches, they kept giving the running back the football, and they are getting it done. Well, you got a big lead, 4th and short near midfield. Why would you even think about going for it here? Boy, that is just taking an unneeded chance. What, do you want to get the other team back in the game by making a bad coaching decision? I don't think so. I think they'll punt.
And they get to him before he can get out of the end zone. They've got a safety. Bell's got it at the 15. The tackle is made at the 41. That return's good for about 26. The Panthers have extended their halftime lead, and they haven't wasted any time in doing so as they continue to motor up and down the field.
You know, this is what you got to do in this league now. When it's going well on the offensive side, don't slow down, don't get conservative, keep it going, try to score points, and just dominate the other team.
In plus territory at the 49.
First down at the 49. Toss to the outside. There's a flag out. The defense will take the penalty.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
The Panthers snap it at the 41. Good for only a yard.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Saints with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Here's the quick toss.
Well, in a situation like this, 3rd long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards.
3rd and forever. Breaks free. Newton's tackled down at the 31.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10. They'll run it off the toss. Williams there that time for the tackle.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. They hand it off to him again. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Jim, when you look at the situation right here, you have a big lead. You're down near the goal line ready to score. And what you do to be a good sport, you just line up, you try to score, but you do it with a running play.
Butlers all over the ball carrier.
Games in the NFL can hinge on 3rd and short. Who can pick them up and who can stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down. Another nice kick by the kicker. Man, oh man, is he hot. He has got such confidence, got a powerful leg, and it is all in rhythm today.
And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Saints heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
1st down at the 20. The defense gets the sack.
We're heading to the 4th quarter in what has been a completely one-sided affair. I'd ask if a comeback is possible, but when it's this margin, Phil, I'm a realist.
You are a realist, Jim, and you know when you're behind, like you are a lot of times when we play golf, by the 14th or 15th hole, you know it's over. But we finish it out, and you know what? Same here in this football game. They got to go ahead and finish this game out.
The Saints have it at the 24. There's a flag out. They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
Third and 11 after the penalty. Garoppolo lines up in the pistol. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
Well, Phil, as you like to say, lesser announcing teams might point to that old cliche, winning all 3 phases of the football game, blah, blah, blah. Thankfully, we're above that. But I think you'd have to say it applies to the proceedings here so far.
Well, we think we're above a lot of things, no question, Jim. But you're right. The defense has been great, and it's no cliche.
The Saints believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Saints from the 32. And Ingram's got it. Screen. Early in the 4th, and this offense has to be hoping this game will mercifully end.
Oh, man, are they ever? So's the defense, so are we, and so are the fans. It has been a rough day out there, and better luck next week.
They're going to run it on the toss. Gains 17. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
Well, how about that, Jim? Not a surprise. Down the red zone one more time. They're blowing them out. And this offense has been spectacular. What will they do here? You know what? I think they'll just run it and try to end this game.
At the 16-yard line, here they come.
Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll get it again. That gains a few.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
3rd down. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. They'll go ground. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The Saints defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff. Kickers are like everybody else, like quarterbacks throwing the football. When their confidence is high, they can make it look easy. Another nice field goal by the kicker.
Cooks is going to test the coverage this time. And he's brought to the ground.
That returns good for about 22. The Saints really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on a fourth down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on fourth down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
And now they'll try over again on second down. Throws the pass. And Cobb can't hold on that time.
Well, but it's third long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Reese is lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. And intercepted! That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Garoppolo's lining up in the pistol. First down at the 22. Pass is intercepted. It's not getting any better for the offense here late in this game as now they get picked off.
The frustration and the bad play just continues. And, you know, it's so bad the coach can't even yell at the players. All you can do is pat them on the head and encourage them to keep trying.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 25. That's a gain of 6. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line. This offense has been spectacular today, Jim. Here they are in the red zone again. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to score. First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Only a yard from the end zone.
First and goal. Toss to the outside. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Chip shot here. And converts on the 3.
Midway through the fourth quarter, this game was already out of reach, but they went ahead and added a field goal. They add a little insult to injury.
Well, you listen, this is pro football, man. You know, you got to stop the other team. They didn't do it, so sometimes you deserve to be blown out.
And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
The Saints just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
The Saints now move the chains.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Thompson's there to make the tackle.
Running backs in the NFL now, it's hard to bring them down. That time, nice job of breaking the tackle.
2nd and 4 following the run. Garoppolo has everybody split out wide for this snap. From the gun, Garoppolo's taking off. They'll mark him at the 40.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense. picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Getting set as fast as they can. First down at the 50. Garoppolo's running away from the pressure. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Intercepted. What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come up with the stop, the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
That leads us to second down. Toss to the outside. And Williams is going to make the tackle. And here's a stat line that comes as a surprise to no one, Phil. This running back getting it done once again on the ground.
No surprise, that is right. Listen, this team practices the running game. They are tough. That's why they get it done week in and week out.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Panthers know what a situation they were in right there, and it was a tough one. 3rd and long, what are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
They have just flipped field position thanks to that punt, and now the offense is really backed into a corner. The Saints take the field on offense. They have been manhandled here throughout today, Phil. And what can they take out of these last few minutes that could be positive for them?
Well, you know, Jim, in a situation like this, there's really nothing you can do now that's going to make you feel better or give you something to carry over into next week. So don't be looking for it. Try to end the game, and just know today the team on the other side beat you up, and they were the better team.
The Panthers will come out in the dime. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's pass will be incomplete this time.
Man, the quarterback, the coaches, his teammates, everybody loves to see a player give that type of effort. How about the receiver just going all out to make the catch? Doesn't quite get there, but the effort is outstanding.
The Saints came away as tough luck losers last time out, and today it's been a problem for them just to try to stay in this game, Phil.
Yeah, it has been. And after last week's emotional loss, what you do as a coach, you come out in the next game and you change tactics to give your team confidence and get them going. They didn't do that. That's why they're having such a hard time here today. Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Let's go.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback. Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a 3rd long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Looking across the middle. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. The Saints have it at the 34. As Olsen.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
And here we have second down. Going deep. Grabs it with one hand. Saints in the end zone. Touchdown. Cook's 10th touchdown catch this season.
The Saints line up for the extra point. He made it. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff.
And no return here, so Newton will start this drive from the 20.
The Panthers offense comes out for what is, in essence, just a kneel down or two to make this one official. And Phil, what a sweet moment it is for that bunch of players right there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of smiles on the offensive side as you walk out on the field. And it's just, you think about it this way. A tough week of work, all the preparation and the practice, and you came through and got it done and enjoy the moment.
The Saints come out in a dime package. First down at the 20. Gonna go draw. Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just enjoy the next couple days.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.